experts are definitively calling the single greatest threat facing human civilization today, the climate crisis. I'm going to be taking you through the raw data, the immediate impacts happening on the ground, and the solutions being put forward by the scientific community. Listen, the facts are clear, the numbers are alarming, and understanding this crisis, well, it's literally never been more urgent.
Okay, let's get right to tonight's rundown. We're going to cover 1. The climate crisis today. 2. Causes of the warming. 3. Danger on the front lines. 4. Expert solutions and recommendations. And finally, 5. The future of humanity.
Starting with Section 1, the climate crisis today. Let's look at the immediate breaking facts coming across the desk. We've got to start with the baseline, and it's staggering. The Earth's temperature is rising. And we're not just talking about some slow, gradual historical shift here. Over the past few decades, international studies confirm the global average temperature has spiked, and it's spiked fast. This right here is the absolute foundation of tonight's report.
Now, that rapid warming triggers an even larger threat. The polar ice caps are melting. And as a direct result of that, sea levels are rising globally. You know, this isn't just some abstract scientific concept anymore. This rising tide is putting coastal regions at immediate risk of being entirely submerged. It's happening right now.
And what's really crucial to understand here is that these are not isolated incidents. We're tracking a synchronized pattern of global weather anomalies. We're talking abnormal rainfall, severe droughts, devastating cyclones, and extreme heat waves. These interconnected disruptions are completely upending millions of lives in what looks like a total breakdown of our global weather systems.
Moving to Section 2, Causes of the Warming. Let's turn over to the investigation desk to figure out exactly what's driving this. So what's the primary engine behind this crisis? It's greenhouse gas accumulation. Basically, excessive amounts of carbon dioxide, methane, and other greenhouse gases are piling up in our atmosphere. This dense buildup essentially acts like a giant blanket trapping heat, and it is the main culprit causing the Earth's temperature to rise at such an incredible pace. But we have to ask, what's actually feeding that accumulation? Well, the data points directly to human activity. Things like factory emissions, our continued heavy reliance on fossil fuels, rampant deforestation, and just broader environmental pollution. These are the key aggravators, and they are making an already dangerous situation vastly more severe with every passing year. That brings us to Section 3, Danger on the Front Lines. To really grasp the gravity of this data, we need to look at the people most vulnerable to it. We're getting a very specific, very urgent warning from environmentalists right now. They're stating that countries in South Asia, including Bangladesh, are among the absolute most vulnerable on the planet. And to be clear, this isn't some future projection for these nations. It's a present-day emergency. They are standing right in the crosshairs of the worst impacts. And this brilliantly illustrates what that vulnerability looks like on the ground in South Asia. It's systematic devastation. Cyclones and sudden floods are completely shattering people's normal way of life. River erosion is just wiping out crucial agriculture. And rising salinity from those encroaching seas, it's severely damaging the region's biodiversity. It's literally a multi-front assault on their survival. So what do we do? Section 4, Expert Solutions and Recommendations. Let's look at the blueprint for our emergency defense. The scientific community isn't just raising the alarm. They're actually giving us a unified, three-pronged defense strategy. Number 1, a dramatic reduction of carbon emissions. Number 2, significantly increasing our use of renewable energy. And number 3, implementing massive, large-scale tree plantation efforts to counteract that deforestation we were talking about earlier. This is the expert blueprint to stabilize our climate. Finally, Section 5, the future of humanity. Let's talk about global accountability. When we look at accountability on the global scale, we have to impartially report on a massive divide. On one hand, we have the promises. World leaders have absolutely made various pledges to tackle the climate crisis. But then on the other hand, we have reality. The fact is, serious questions remain regarding the actual implementation of these promises. There is a glaring gap between the political pledges being made and the tangible action happening on the ground. And that gap, it leads to an incredibly stark warning. Analysts are flat out projecting that future generations are going to pay a heavy, catastrophic price if we don't see immediate, collective action. The window to keep this planet habitable isn't closing tomorrow. It's closing right now. Which leaves us with one final, provocative question to close out tonight's briefing. Because the fundamental truth is this: if nature survives, human civilization will survive too.
The roadmap from the experts is clear, the front lines are already suffering, and the global temperature is still ticking up. So the question is no longer what's happening, but rather, will we take the necessary action today?